Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all the praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations, much love and respect to you, Akim, out there pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. This is your brother Chaim Apash coming at you with another lesson, and this lesson is going to be quick, Lord willing. It's going to be entitled "Are Lockdowns Coming This Year?" And the reason I titled it this is because I was watching Richie from Boston, RFB2, and he mentioned these letters. Matter of fact, I'm going to let it play, but he mentioned the letters that was being received by these postal workers, which was the same type of letters that they were receiving before C-19 hit. So we know Esau has something planned, to change the course of the world, right? So that he can bring in his system. And we'll see exactly how he plans on doing that. But let's play this real quick.
So, to answer the question, are all postal workers receiving this letter? Yes. Yes, they are. Because I've gotten 3 of them from 3 subscribers that I've personally met face to face. And I know for a fact that they work for the post office. And I know for a fact that they are not crazy in any way whatsoever at all. This is the real deal. And the last time they did this was before the lockdowns in 2020. Now, what are they going to try to do this time? Are they going to do another fake pandemic, or are they going to use this entire thing on the woman that got shot by ICE? Because if you remember the Economist 2025 cover for 2026, they were showing nothing but war, but they were also showing a collection of vaccines every place, as well as medication all over the ground. And those medications are literally antibiotics that you would need for certain quote-unquote pandemics. But with the woman that got shot, well, it's funny because Hollywood has suddenly picked up the mantle instantaneously, and they're turning this into another Black Lives Matter. But apparently that didn't get it done, so now they're doing White Lives Matter. Be good.
Oh, well, I'm looking at this, Salakia. I was just looking at this. I just noticed. I see this chart going up, and it looks like this might be a silver coin on top of the chart, signifying silver on an upward trajectory. You know, I don't know if this represents a silver coin, but we see what's happening right now with silver and gold. Okay, especially silver.
That didn't get it done, so now they're doing White Lives Matter. Be good. And it's astonishing because the mainstream is running with this story. This woman did absolutely nothing. The lady was in the middle of the street honking. I mean, when you're sitting in the middle of the street obstructing the feds doing something, and even consider pointing the wheels of your car at them, something bad's going to happen. But we don't even know if this was real. We have no idea if this was real whatsoever at all. But what I find unusual, strange, queer, not normal.
Yeah, because it is very strange, Shalakia. The incident that happened. There's a few things that are strange about it. And yeah, one of the things is that she was a alphabet person. She just happened to be an alphabet person. This wasn't a regular Edomite woman that had an Edomite husband, and no, she just happened to be an alphabet person, which fits into their agenda of the left. Okay, she represents the quintessential left leaning woman. Okay, she's into alphabetism. She's fight. She speaks on the behalf of so-called black people. Probably was a part of BLM, whatever the case may be. So this fits into their narrative. And another thing is that this is in the same city. Matter of fact, it was a couple blocks down or something like that away from where George Floyd was taken out. And we know that was a psyop. So, or we believe, I'll say this, we believe that was a psychic operation. And this very well could be a psychic operation as well, in order to what to basically to set up violence, to set the presidents for violence, because he didn't have to blow her head off. It wasn't that deep. Right? A normal person, if a car's coming at you, what are you gonna do? You're gonna move out of the way. His first thing was to pull the strap out and blow her head off. What kind of shit is that? You know, and there's certain things going out, spreading around there that that was all, that was by command. Some of these people might be working for the tiny tops and whatnot. So, listen, man. Hey, things are about to get heated. Things are about to get real heated. Salakia for the rant. I just had to kind of say that, and let's let this play a little bit more.
Honking. I mean, when you're sitting in the middle of the street obstructing the feds doing something, and even consider pointing the wheels of your car at them, something bad's going to happen. But we don't even know if this was real. We have no idea if this was real whatsoever at all. But what I find unusual, strange, queer, not normal, is how quickly the mainstream latched onto it and how quickly Hollywood latched onto this. I mean, there's already Be Good, because her last name was Good. There was already Be Good merch available. Buttons, shirts on Amazon, on Etsy, etc. I mean, come on, man. This is exactly what they want. And if they got white people thinking the feds are coming after them, well, first of all, they're right. But I mean, this entire shooting was completely set up. But just look at how these scumbags in Hollywood latch onto this and make it like they actually care. All these people have openly given themselves over to Satan. They do not care. They're part of the problem, whether they know it or not. Period. You know what I mean? But seriously, hours after the shooting, there's already merch available on Amazon and Etsy. Isn't that convenient? Isn't that really quick? I mean, wow, that's like having a book come out about a fire happening in Hawaii before the fire happens. Or a book coming out. You see what I'm going with this, right? But look at this. This is pathetic. I got this off Call for an Uprising's channel.
Joined now by Mark Ruffalo, who is a nominee tonight, and his wife, Sunny. And I want to ask you right off the bat, how much fun is it in that room? Sitting there, you have a couple cocktails, you hang out with everybody, and there's all kinds of conversations going on.
It's usually a lot of fun, but I can't really, I got to be honest with you, I'm not feeling so great. We have a woman, Renee Good, was murdered in our streets of America today, and we got literally stormtroopers running around terrorizing. And as much as I love all this, I don't know if I can pretend like this crazy stuff isn't happening. We have a president who says the laws of the world don't apply to him, and we could rely on his morality, but he has no morality. So where does that leave us? Where does that leave the world? So I love these people. I love being here. I love you. But I also can't. It's so hard to pretend anymore. This is crazy what's happening.
I have to ask you because I have family from the Twin Cities, so I understand how hard that is right now. Well, lots of people are hurting right now, and that's the problem, is that the people are hurting.
Yeah. And people can't pay their rent. This isn't making us any safer. They can't pay their rent. They can't buy food. Insurance is impossible. They can't take care of their families and health. There's no education. I mean, this is not making America better. If it was, I'd be, great, let's do it. But that's not what's happening. And we have Americans being shot, killed, a woman in her car.
We have Americans being shot and killed every single solitary day. We have Americans going to other countries being shot and killed every day for things that didn't even occur or didn't occur as they were laid out. Do you see what I'm saying? These people don't care at all. This is the same guy right here. What is that? Who takes a picture? Okay, before you take the picture, they say smile, say cheese. Nope, cover your eye. Cover your eye. This is to let everybody else know that he is being inducted into the club. Nothing more, nothing less. These guys are going to use this to the best of their ability, and they'll pretend to kill or actually kill as many white women as they possibly can, because they are going to get this started. Because the letter from the post office is absolutely real. It's gone out nationwide, and it's talking about a pandemic or civil disorder, one of the two. So prepare accordingly, because this letter is for 2026. We're in 2026. I told you this was coming. I'm not saying it like that, but their plan is 2030, so they've got to do this now, by hook or by crook. And again, get your money out of the bank. because it'd be better off having no lights, no food, no nothing, and at least you've got some sort of a medium to trade. You know what I mean? Because
But anyway, so the point is that this is what was happening before C19. Okay, and he even had so ultimately, hey, is something getting ready to happen? We'll see, but we know something is going to happen because it's what Ordo ab chaos, Ordo ab chaos, excuse me. All right, which means order out of chaos. So they got to bring the chaos so that they can bring their version of order. So something is going to happen real soon. Okay, this is Second Ezra 15 and verse 15. It says, "For the sword," I'll start at verse 14. Salakia. Woe to them! Woe to the world and them that dwell therein! For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Okay, a man see. So ultimately, they're gonna desire to go into a city, and they're not gonna be able. That's why they're telling these postal workers to make sure they have their papers, just like in C19. You have to have certain papers in certain areas to go anywhere after a certain time. Okay. And it was like that in Nazi Germany. Okay, so we're coming to that same, and people keep telling people to remember the 1930s in Germany. So hey, it's good to study that history. Okay, because we're coming to those times. It went much worse. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So great tribulation is coming. They got something coming in the works because what? Revelations 12 and 12 has to be fulfilled. This is Revelations 12 and verse 12, and it reads, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them." Okay, Salakia. "Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time." So that great wrath is coming. Okay, things are going to get locked down. Okay, you see what I'm saying? Things are going to get locked down. You're going to the coffee shop, having available food at all times. That's coming to an end. So Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect. Just a quick video I wanted to play. And with that, I'll say shalom.